Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the interwebs. We are back. This time we are not doing a Netflix special, although this film is on Netflix. They recently put it back.
Pretty convenient.
I was very happy about it. This is the Big Lebowski. It was made in 1998 by the Coen Brothers.
The dudes.
The dudes. It stars Jeff Bridges, John Goodman, Steve Buscemi, John Turturro, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Rip, Julianne Moore, Tara Reid, and Peter Stormare. And also Sam Elliott. It's honestly a phenomenal cast.
Oh, yeah. For a comedy?
None of these guys are like mega stars, but they're all, I would say they're like quiet stars. They're like everybody knows them. They're all really good actors.
Especially Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah, and when they come together, it's just brilliance. Plot background, basically, the plot isn't the focus of the story. It's really more the characters. Mm-hmm. But if I had to give a plot summary, essentially the dude played by Jeff Bridges just living his life, and he gets mixed up in this money. Like
somebody mistakes him for being Lebowski, which is another rich man who owes people money.
They're trying to extort money from the rich Lebowski, and they get mixed up with the main character Lebowski, and he gets mixed up in this whole series of crime and theft, and it's a fun ride.
Some shenanigans happen, yeah.
So let's get into impressions. What did you think the first time you saw this film?
You know, you kind of hyped it up for me the first time around. I was extraordinarily surprised. I loved it. I thought it was hilarious, and there's still some of the harder laughs I've ever had in my life in that movie.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd heard that this movie was great, and I watched it the first time. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was amazing. I watched it again. I was like, okay. Watched it again. I was like, oh yeah. Watched it again. I was like, oh yeah. And this movie is definitely one of my favorites. Easily my favorite comedy movie. It's so funny. The characters are so great. You just love watching them. You really kind of get lost in the film for the hour and some odd minutes that it runs for, and you don't want it to end. And that kind of brings us to the type of humor. It's not slapstick. It's not like a typical comedy movie. It's kind of smarter humor, thought out jokes. It's the Coen Brothers.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's weird. But it's mesmerizing.
There's like solid misunderstandings, or there's some goofs that you would think would be slapstick, but the way they play it out actually just makes you feel like happier having watched it.
Yeah, it's honestly, you kind of laugh harder the more often you see the movie. It's one of the more quotable movies I've ever seen. So this is not a movie that you can just watch once. Definitely watch it more than that.
Yeah.
You will appreciate it more and more. You'll notice things with each viewing.
You'll start saying things in life a little bit differently.
Yeah, you'll probably curse more after you watch the movie.
Did?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And this is definitely supplemented by the acting.
Oh, yeah.
Great performances all around the board.
Jeff Bridges as like your typical 90s stoner guy is just perfect, like without a doubt.
Yeah. It's and then you got John Goodman playing Walter, Vietnam War veteran. He's so Jewish. He's angry all the time. Steve Buscemi is just the awkward guy who doesn't really pay attention to anything.
He's always out of his element.
John Turturro plays the Jesus in one of maybe the greatest scenes in the movie. It's great. It's great. Absolutely phenomenal acting.
It's just classy the whole way through.
Yeah, and again, where do you think that this film belongs in the rankings of the Coen Brothers movies? Because they've made a lot of good movies.
They're actually incredibly varied in the amount of good movies that they make. But from what I've seen, this is my favorite. I kind of want to hold judgment because I still have not fully watched through No Country for Old Men.
Right.
So I'm still like number one. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna confidently give this the number one ranking. I can't name another movie that they've made that brings me this much happiness. It makes me happy to watch this movie. It makes me forget about the world and its problems.
It makes you want to go bowling and just have a good time.
Yeah, just have a good time with your friends. I would say that No Country for Old Men is probably number two after it, but this movie, like, it takes the cake.
Yeah.
This is kind of a pointless question, but would you recommend this?
Yes,
this film?
Absolutely. I'm trying to get everybody I know to watch it. I got my sister to start it, and then she bailed on me, so I got to try that again.
Yeah, you better. I can't say enough about this movie. Go watch it, please, and tell us what you think. It's on Netflix. I don't know how long it's going to be on there, because it was on Netflix a few years back.
And it went away for a while.
Yeah, that's when I initially saw it, and then they took it off. Now it's back.
Strike while the iron's hot, people.
Yeah, watch it while you got the chance. Finally, your rating. What are you going to give this?
there's a few teeny bits of the movie that I don't like a certain scene I can think of, but honestly, it's just amazing. 9 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. It's brilliant. It's so strange and different. It's really a unique comedy. There's nothing else like it. People have tried to imitate it. They have failed. There's no other film like The Big Lebowski. It's one hell of a ride. I've said this a million times, but it's just such fun, and it makes you want to be lazy, and it makes you want to just hang out with some kooky characters at the bowling alley, and it makes you.
You just kind of wish you were as funny as the dude.
Yeah, and like they're just such unique characters. There's no other characters like them. They just play off each other so well, and I don't know what else to say. Go watch this movie, please. So that's gonna do it for us. We're gonna get on out of here. The Big Lebowski is on Netflix, or if you want to own it, DVD or Blu-ray or whatnot. I think it's on 4K now too.
Yeah.
So yeah, go check it out. Highly recommend it. I'm Zach.
I'm Jacob.
And we will see you next time, folks.
In the future.
Peace out.